You're watching Jefferson College Today, seen on JCTV, Facebook, and online at jeffco.edu. Hello, I'm Jefferson College Public Relations and Marketing Director Roger Barentine. And with that, let's take a look at the latest news and information about Jefferson College in Hillsborough, Arnold, Cedar Hill, Imperial, and online. Following discussions with local and regional healthcare providers, Jefferson College has developed training programs in high-demand healthcare fields. And in connection with the start of programs in occupational therapy assistant and respiratory therapy beginning in January 2012, the college will host 2 free information sessions in November. Having received about $2.4 million in grant funding to create the programs, applications are now being accepted with no wait lists for either program. The information sessions will be held at Jefferson College Arnold at 1687 Missouri State Road on Monday, November 7th from 1 until 3 p.m. and from 6 until 8 p.m. in room 323. By preparing more workers for careers in occupational therapy and respiratory therapy, Jefferson College will be improving the lives of people in our region and helping move our economy forward. This opportunity will make a tremendous difference for the college and the students that it serves. Open to everyone, the afternoon and the evening information sessions are designed to accommodate those who work, providing an opportunity for prospective students to talk with personnel from each program regarding prerequisites, entry requirements, and costs. Now, pre-registration is required and can be completed by visiting the Jefferson College website that I mentioned at the top of the show. That's jeffco.edu, and then simply clicking on the Healthcare Info Sessions link, or you can also call Linda Fuentes at area code 636-481-3466 or 636-797-3000, extension 3466. Those who do complete the new Jefferson College Occupational Therapy Assistant and Respiratory Therapy programs will receive an Associate of Applied Science degree. In other news, the Jefferson College chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society recently inducted 87 new members during the organization's fall ceremony. The society is based on the hallmarks of scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. Phi Theta Kappa is the largest honor society in higher education, offering exclusive programs and benefits for members that contribute to a dynamic, multidimensional college experience. Scholarly and leadership development focus on career preparation and networking, community service, and developing tomorrow's global leaders. Xi Zeta chapter advisors are speech and drama professor Dr. Rebecca Ellison and division chair administrative assistant Lynn Hoff. Well, to celebrate the recent expansion of the Jefferson College Follett bookstore, the store held a grand reopening with a ribbon cutting, prize drawings, and refreshments. The expansion enhanced the store's retail space by about 200 square feet and created a brighter, more open, inviting entrance. Now, the project was funded through a $60,000 reimbursement to Jefferson College by Follett. Jefferson College recently hosted its annual Veterans Administration Benefits Fair for the over 175 students who are earning their college education here at Jefferson College after serving or having a family member of someone who has also served or is now serving our nation in the armed forces. The informative event, which was organized by Cyber Advisor and VA certifying official Betty Dye, provided the opportunity for participants to learn more about their benefits and network with one another. A variety of representatives attended from regional agencies to answer questions and to provide information. Many of the college's veteran students have returned from combat after serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, and others are spouses and children of those who have served in various conflicts. Regardless of their circumstances, Jefferson College is extremely proud to recognize these extraordinary students and is grateful for their service to our great country. Well, in what has become a national case study based on Jefferson College's award-winning effort to implement the WorkKeys Job Skills Assessment System, Director of Business and Community Development Brian Herrick has been selected to join the ACT Workforce Solutions Providers National Advisory Panel. Comprised of 10 nationwide representatives from the most influential and innovative institutions and agencies within the WSP network, Herrick is the only advisory panelist from Missouri. The panel's goal is to improve communication and to contribute to discussions about the design, the development, and the application of new products. And in the workplace, Jefferson College is considered a state leader regarding the utilization of the WorkKey system as a workforce development tool to assist local companies in strengthening and expanding their workforce. And in the classroom, Jefferson was also the first community college here in Missouri to provide WorkKeys and as an assessment measure for all career and technical education majors, and is also a state leader in promoting the National Career Readiness Certificate. Last year, Jefferson College was acknowledged by Governor Jay Nixon as a co-recipient of the prestigious Innovative Industry Training Award for the implementation of the WorkKeys Job Skills Assessment System in partnership with CG Power Systems USA Incorporated. In connection with the CG Power Systems' $20 million investment effort to expand a wind generator power transformer production facility, the company decided to pursue the WorkKeys Skills Assessment System and the National Career Readiness Certificate as a solution in the creation of up to 150 new jobs. As part of a customized training project, Herrick provided an in-depth informational presentation session on WorkKeys for managers and union leaders. And an implementation plan overview was then subsequently developed for the company, which included job profiling used to set benchmark assessment standards for jobs, WorkKeys assessments, skill enhancement training, and the issuance of the National Career Readiness Certificate. CG Power Systems finalized the construction of the new plant and then hired for the key staffing positions utilizing the WorkKeys system. CG Power Systems has now become a champion for the system to other area employers, actively and enthusiastically sharing their experiences and results. Now, if you'd like to receive more information on the WorkKeys or the National Career Readiness Certificate, contact Brian Herrick at 636-481-3168 or 636-797-3000, extension 3168. Well, and finally, to support the mission of Jefferson College, our very own JCTV is always working to provide viewers with educational and informational programming that is both unique and exclusive to Jefferson County. If you have suggestions regarding the types of programs you'd like to see here on JCTV, feel free to contact the station by writing to JCTV, 1000 Viking Drive, Hillsboro, Missouri 63050, or by emailing jctv@jeffco.edu. Well, that will do it for today's show. For more details about Jefferson College news, events, and activities, visit us online at jeffco.edu or become a fan of Jefferson College news and events on Facebook. I'm Roger Barentine. Thanks for watching Jefferson College Today. Stay tuned now for the second half of today's show as I visit with Occupational Therapy Assistant Program Director Lisa Martin.
I will discover my future by exceeding my academic expectations.
By being the best student I can be.
I will discover my future by knowing learning is just the beginning.
And the pursuit of knowledge lasts a lifetime.
I will discover my future by being the first in my family to go to college.
By trying new things.
By living my dreams.
I will discover my future at Jefferson College.
Welcome back to the Jefferson College Spotlight. I'm your host, Roger Barentine. Well, one of the exciting developments happening here at Jefferson College, as we talked about over the last several weeks, is the start of some brand new healthcare programs. And it's a pleasure for me this afternoon to have as my guest Jefferson College's Occupational Therapy Assistant Program Director, Lisa Martin. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to the Jefferson College Spotlight.
Thank you. Very glad to be here.
As you, of course, have been really nuts and bolts involved in the creation of this new program, an Occupational Therapy Assistant, I guess a starting point for me, and probably others who are watching the show today, are wondering what does the field of occupational therapy assistant and occupational therapy encompass, and more specifically, what is it like to work in the field as an occupational therapy assistant?
Well, occupational therapy is a very broad field. Occupational therapy assistants will work under the supervision of an occupational therapist, helping people that have all kinds of different disabilities, physical, emotional, social, or other, basically attain their maximum level of independence so that they can keep doing the daily living skills that they need to do. It's very rewarding to help other people, and it's across the lifespan. So students will be able to make a choice as to whether they want to work with kids or older adults, but they'll be out there helping people get back to life.
And where do we generally find an occupational therapy assistant employed? Is it generally just hospitals or other areas?
There are all kinds of areas for occupational therapy, and that is what's so wonderful about it. You may find yourself working in a First Steps program where you're treating babies and children before they get to the school age, or possibly in a school setting. Occupational therapists and occupational therapy assistants work in hospitals. We also work in skilled nursing facilities. There are all kinds of other areas. There are low vision experts that are occupational therapists. Some of them work in people's homes. Once someone has been injured or have an illness, they can make their home or their workplace adapted to their needs. So there are many, many areas that occupational therapy assistants will be necessary.
As you mentioned that, and I'm surprised, there's so many different ways, I guess, that an individual could take their skills and training in terms of the occupational therapy assistant. How does the creation of a program like this, being so new at Jefferson College, fit into the need for trained professionals, not only in the immediate term, but really as we hear so much about the need in the future for trained healthcare professionals? How does that fit into the need both in our own community, but as well as the region itself?
Well, Governor Nixon charged Jefferson College with filling the employment gap in our region, in Missouri, and healthcare is one of those areas. Jefferson College is strategically placed in a rural location, and the need is very large in these rural locations. And I believe that the program is going to basically supply quality healthcare providers to meet the need in our region and in our communities.
You've been on the job for quite some time. I know you've had your hands full putting classes together, making sure the program is in the process of becoming accredited. For the individual that looks at the OTA curriculum, what are some of the kinds of classes that you'll see in terms of that progression that a student will take?
Well, it's very exciting because the underlying support of being an occupational therapist is getting all of those science and some math courses, but also psychology. So there are going to be anatomy and physiology, there'll be things like biomechanics, but also students are going to learn things about theory and occupational therapy. They're going to learn how to take someone that has a disability, illness, or injury and implement activities so that they can live their life and do their daily skills. They'll also be trained as professionals and to be able to get out there and find a position and maintain that position and work as a professional in the healthcare field.
Great. So really a wide range of things encompassing that path from start to
Absolutely,
finish.
absolutely.
How long will it take most individuals, since the college's program is new? It starts, I think, in January 2012. How long will a person look in terms of completing their degree? And then what is the typical salary range for someone in the OTA field?
Well, it's a 2-year program after you finish your prerequisites. Essentially, I think the statistics out there are showing somewhere in the range of about $45,000 a year is the mean for Missouri right now.
That's
However,
great. For a 2-year degree.
it is.
That's really good.
It's fabulous, and you know, in our rural communities, it's much more important because we're lacking the staffing for our hospitals and our facilities. That's why there's all kinds of part-time opportunities right now, jobs out there. Some of them would be on an as-needed basis, and I'm here to say that some of those individuals will be able to make as much as $45 an hour working on an as-needed basis. So
I'm definitely in the wrong field, I can tell.
the jobs are out there, and there's a need, and we're planning on filling it.
Along with that, as you consider the costs, and I know so many students these days are cost conscious about spending their tuition dollars, where will Jefferson College's program come in when they're looking at cost of other programs, not only in the St. Louis area, but we see similar type programs advertised on TV all the time. Where will the competition come in with Jefferson?
Well, we're a community type of college. There is funding to help these programs get up and rolling, but Jefferson College is really affordable. And when you look at it from the standpoint of other schools with higher tuition, really the return on investment for Jefferson College students will be much greater. They'll be getting out and getting the same pay as other students would be, yet their student loans will be far less. So they won't be digging out of a large hole. They'll be starting from a lesser standpoint to pay back their loans.
And that's so important in this day and age when we're all scrapping for trying to find means to make ends meet. And as I said, consumers, students have become very savvy in terms of shopping, not only from a quality perspective, but certainly from a cost perspective.
Very much so.
How does someone who is watching us today or is interested in the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program learn more about the prerequisites and other kinds of entry requirements that you mentioned here today?
Right. Well, they can call the advising office here and speak with Kim Flora or Stacy Wilson. Also, we have a page up on the Jefferson College website that they can go to. That way they can link to other important information, they can learn more about the field, and they can find out all the contact information that they need.
For a final thought here this afternoon, I know you've been working very hard along the other staff of putting together some information sessions.
Yes.
They're coming up on November the 7th at Jefferson College Arnold. Talk a little bit about those sessions, those opportunities for students and residents in the area who are interested in the new program, what kinds of experiences they'll be having on that particular event as well.
Well, we're very happy to be presenting and to a wide area, and also in the Jefferson or the Arnold area. Actually, I'll be presenting information, all the details about the program, about how students can get started on what they need to do, and for students that may already have some education and some of the prereqs under their belt, we'll be trying to work with them to see how we can progress them through to be able to apply for the program. But all of that information will be shared, and of course I will be there to answer any questions.
Great. Recap, it's November the 7th.
Yes.
Jefferson College Arnold.
Correct.
What are the times? Are they 1 to 3 and 6 to 8, I believe?
That's correct.
Great. And no cost for any of that?
No cost at all.
Very good. Well, hey, I appreciate your time this afternoon. You've done a lot of work, I know, preparing this new exciting program. And it is neat to be able to watch the college do something new, to be able to watch these opportunities, and to be a little bit selfish, I guess, it's interesting as you watch those career numbers, salary numbers, they're very impressive.
They are. They are.
Thanks for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, there you have it, some information about one of the Jefferson College's new health career programs, this particular one, an Occupational Therapy Assistant. We appreciate you watching here our program. This has been the Jefferson College Spotlight on JCTV. And as always, you can get more information at the Jefferson College website. That's at www.jeffco.edu. You can also catch us on Facebook, become a fan at Jefferson College News and Events. Well, again, that'll wrap up this edition of Jefferson College Today. I'm Roger Barentine. Thanks for watching.